Hey, do you get nervous every time you hear about sharing your faith? Today we're going to give you a very simple way for you to be a missionary in a huge mission field. Men in the Arena Army, we salute you. Hey guys, thanks for listening to this episode of the Men in the Arena podcast. I'm Jim Ramos, your host and your guide, along with my beautiful bride. Didn't mean to make that poetic. Guiding you to your best version of the stress bubble of life. Sorry, honey. And beyond. Hey guys, I'm really excited. We are here in South Africa. My bride and I are getting ready to celebrate 32 years of marriage. We came here on an African safari, and we're just really excited to be here. And I wanted to bring Shanna into this conversation because over 32 years ago, sitting in a staff meeting with our Youth for Christ Campus Life team, my wife, who I was not even dating at the time, made a statement that deeply impacted me. And as we work through the book, Dialed In, Reaching Your Full Capacity as a Man of God, this week's chapter is called The Witness, a missionary or a mission field. And that phrase, you are a missionary or mission field, I first heard that phrase, you are either a missionary or mission field, from my beautiful wife before we ever started dating. So I thought it'd be really cool to bring her on the show and let you hear straight from her mouth about what this means. Now, my wife now is hi honey. My wife now is a flight attendant, and she's so impressive to me when she gets on the plane, and by the time she lands, she knows the faith story and faith history of the other 3 flight attendants she works with. She does it in a non-threatening way, and it's just very impressive. So I want to ask her to share with you what she thinks about the phrase, you're a missionary or a mission field. So honey, before we started dating, you made that statement to us, and that statement seems to me like it's never changed over 32 years of marriage, of raising children. So when you say you are either a missionary or a mission field, what does that mean?
So basically, I think either we are Christians who are supposed to share our faith, or you are a person who needs faith shared with you. And I'm sure somebody shared that statement to me when I was in youth group, and it just stuck with me because either we are a missionary or we are a mission field. And for me, I've always felt called to like short-term missions, not long-term. And I don't know if that has how I ended up as a flight attendant or not, but one thing that I try to do every time before I go to work is pray for my trip, my guests, and that God would just reign over that. And I just tend to ask people that I work with about themselves, because people really like to talk about themselves. And then that can show me where they are at in their life. And it is just another way for me to be a friend to them, to minister to them, how to pray for them.
So the way that you share your faith with other people is actually asking them to share their story with you.
Yes.
So essentially, in that question, because people are naturally selfish, people are going to share their faith story with you by virtue of their personal story, because those are always woven together.
Yes.
It's so awesome to be your husband. I'm so excited about that. Hey, you heard it right from the queen herself, my beautiful bride, Shanna. And guys, you are either a missionary or a mission field. If you want to learn more about this topic, check out my new book, Dialed In, Reaching Your Full Capacity as a Man of God. Until next time, feel the wet sand on the arena floor. Hear the deafening roar of the crowd. Taste the sweetness of victory. Smell the stench of battle. Get in the game, get dirty, grind it out, be a witness, and be a man.
You know, we often forget, guys, that God has called us to steward the bodies He gave us. That's why we're so excited to partner with Mountain Tough Fitness Lab. Join me on my journey by going to mountaintough.com and getting your free 6-week trial when you type in the code ARENA30. Stay dangerous.